Hello everyone and welcome to another stream of my development of free return trajectory. I was playing the game this afternoon and I fixed some minor details, and I noticed in this level, well, this is the rogue planet. I will play this level a bit and I will explain what I want to do with it, and then I will also play the video of the level of the lander, and I will also explain what I want with it. After that I will choose one of the things and I will try to do it. Probably it will be the lander, I'm not sure yet. Anyway, play the game. I changed the sound, so maybe, let me see. Okay. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Could be a little bit louder. Around 85. Okay. Let's see. Play. Continue. So this orbit insertion, these instructions are not correct. The music stays as loud. Let me check the thrusters. Okay, and the main engine. The main engine is a little bit less loud. That's the main difference, because they were playing at in the same buzz, and now they play in different buzzes, so I have different adjustments for each. I'm a sound guy. I do sound. I teach sound. I learned sound. I did sound live for many things. And I kind of like to mix the sound as I want. So maybe the game will be pre-mixed, of course, with a preset or something like that. But I believe I will just lay out all the mixer so the user can actually mix the sound as they like. All the possible faders will exist. This is very choppy, I don't know why. Let me stop. Why are you so laggy? I believe my computer is working fine. Maybe I'm in mode. Maybe I'm in some kind of no best performance. I don't know. Well, so let's try to. Oh, yeah, all right. So I will play the game a little bit and I will talk about what I want to do with this level. So the game will be something like, or the story behind this level will be something like, we have access to a rogue planet that is going to pass through the solar system, so we need to actually visit it. I want to have an attachment to the spaceship, something that we need to release next to the planet. So the first part of the mission will be to get into a lower orbit. Not so low. Okay. Around It needs to be a circular orbit, of course. So I need to deaccelerate here. Okay. We release the thing and then we need to go immediately to a higher orbit. And we need to stay in the higher orbit for around, I don't know how many turns. And then at the end we will have here escape direction, so it's time to return Earth, and we need to point the spaceship there and just fire the engine, and we need to pass in that specific route or else we die, and that will be the level. The other level, that is not yet designed, of course. This level will be some kind of lunar lander game. And what I was trying different stuff today. One of the things was, oh, this is too loud. I'm sorry. Why is this so loud? Maybe I didn't put these players. Yeah, this is too loud, sorry. Let me change. Where is the ship lander? Oh, because they don't have, okay. This needs to go to the main engine. And this needs to go the thrusters. I will mute the music now. And ship background, I will also put it a little bit lower. Anyway, play. Oh, wait, stop. Also this one, what is the top? The top one also needs to have the same main engine. And the other is thrusters, I guess. Thrusters. So, and the ship background -20. Okay, so when I play this level, as you can imagine, the moon is big. I want the moon to be bigger, but at this point it's this size. So eventually I need to grow the moon, but even with this size, when I play this level, the spaceship is very tiny. We don't see the details. So one of the things I will do today is to find a way of making the camera follow the thing, but it's not just follow the thing. It needs to have a target, and if the target, it will not be just a variable with one object. The target will be an array of targets, and I want the camera to always be at the center of all the targets, and adjusting the zoom according to keeping everything inside the view. I remember that in Unity I used the scene machine, I believe, to solve this problem. I don't know if scene machine exists in Godot, so if it doesn't, I need to build it, and that will take a lot of time to do. So I'm not sure yet, but that's what I want to do, at least now, is to have the camera follow the spaceship, so at least the moon can be bigger, and we can actually have a closer view of the spaceship. Probably. This being said, let's see if I can find some asset in the asset library. Scene machine. It would be nice to have this. No, of course not. Camera. Let's see if we already have something. Focus camera with mouse, phantom camera. Does this have some kind of maybe not recently updated? So these are the ones that are the more recent ones. Cinematic camera. It needs to be a 2D camera. If you know something that you actually know that is a good camera, please comment the video and leave your opinion, because I may check out the thing. Camera shifter tools. Let's see, what do I have here? Plus third global camera to facilitate the transition between two cameras. No, not this. Map camera to the not this. Camera follow. Okay. No easy camera for me. Let's build the script. So what do we need to control to have the camera? Let's go here to the scripts folder, create a new script. Let's call it camera. Let's call it camera. Cameraman. This is the cameraman, the one responsible for follow camera to the target. Okay, so this goes, where is the cameraman? Cameraman goes there. What do we need to do to follow the camera? To follow the camera, I want to have, so we have the moon here, whatever the position, and we have the lander in whatever position. What I want to do is the camera to be in between them and adjust the zoom in order to show us both of them closer. So we need to know the position of that object, the position of that other object, and we need to calculate a vector, maybe, I don't know, in between them, and put the camera into 50% of that distance. I actually don't know how to do that. Or maybe I draw a triangle. Maybe I draw a triangle. I calculate the diagonal. So I can kind of choose one of the objects and do a direction to the other, calculate the length, and with the length and the direction I put the camera in the midway, maybe. I'm not sure. I really don't know how to solve this. So let's go to the correct script camera and let's try to do this. I really don't know how I'm going to solve this. But one thing I know, we need variables export public export public okay, export public rigid body let's start simple and then we start to complicate the thing. So for now, just two variables, target 1 and target 2. Export public rigid body 2D target 2. This should be, of course it will not be this way. I will not do it this way. I prefer to have an array of objects, because if I have 3 or 4 or 5, I need to calculate the center of that area. I have an idea, but I will try that in the future. So target 1 will be the moon, for example. Target 2 will be the lander. So for example, when I instantiate the other lander, because I separate, I need to change the target on the fly, so this cannot be a manual setup. But that is a future problem. At this moment I want to calculate the center point only and put the camera there. Well, okay, how can I do that? Maybe I can use a lerp. The lerp already gives me a specific point in two numbers. So if I do, this is inside the camera. So position of the camera or global position, maybe, probably, will be equal to a math f lerp. I guess I cannot do the lerp with vectors. Well, I can do the lerp with vectors, but not this way. Lerp, and lerp is expecting floats. How do I do lerp with vectors? Lerp vector, vector lerp, vector. I don't remember. Let's Google it. So Godot C# lerp vector 2. Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong screen. How to use lerp functions in C#, interpolation, stable. Yeah, those are floats. I don't want floats. I can do x and y separately, but I know there is a function, a lerp function already for vectors. Oh, this is what I want. See, 1 point, another point, and we get to the 0.5, which is the center. How interesting. So here we have vector interpolation. Vector types, vector 2 and vector 3 can also be interpolated. They come in with handy functions to do it. Vector2.lerp. Very nice. I'm just not understanding where the A position, so the output is equal to A position lerp to position B with T. Well, this is a not very standard way of doing the lerp, at least compared to the float way of doing it. But yeah, let's do this. Let's say copy, paste. So camera global position equals to target one dot position, or global position dot lerp. Lerp is linear interpolation. This is the weird part. So we lerp between target 1 global position 2, the target 2 dot global position by the amount of 0.5, which is half the distance. Maybe this will not work very well because the moon is bigger, so I need to compensate a little bit out of the moon, so maybe 0.6. If the moon is the first one, and it should be enough to make sure the camera always follows the in between both objects. So the camera in this case will be here in between 0.6 should be, so this distance is 0.5 or 0.6, and this will be 0.4. From here to here is 100%. 0.1 will be 1. Let's say, is the camera following the thing? Yes, it is. Of course, now we need more zoom, but that's another problem. And I'm also having here another issue that I already had this issue before. Well, let me change something, because this is happening in process and this needs to be synchronized with the rigid body. So maybe I will use the physics process to calculate the position, but I guess this will not solve my problem. I had this problem with another game. Oh no, it's solved. Okay, I believe that's not a problem for the 2D engine. So now I can see better the game. Now I can see the game a little bit better. So no matter where the camera is, it will always follow them together. Save F6. So now we can see what's happening. Oh, no, no, no. I also need to break this machine. I will. I don't know if I will do it today. I now, of course, I break the machine and I have errors because I removed the target from the scene. So I have two options here. Maybe I can have a camera that can hold several different targets in a list, not in an array. And when some element disappears, the element is removed from the list and the thing continues to calculate the position with all the other elements. So when I swap from the lander to the top part, I remove one from the list and I add the other to the list. The camera will jump a little bit. Let me try something here. Let's try to land on the moon. Okay, well landed. Now if I release the top part, I have errors right now, or maybe not, because I didn't actually delete that object, but the camera will not follow the top one. Because the camera is still locked on that object. So let's do the code to make sure the camera follows whatever objects exist in the list. I'm trying to think how can I add the new objects there. Maybe they transmit some kind of event, and if we tick some option in the inspector of the element of the spaceship, whatever it is, that says add to camera list at start or something like that, it will add itself to that list. Maybe is that. I forgot to take a coffee. Yeah. So let's do the list. So export. Can I do a public list? Yes, I can probably. Well, it doesn't need to be public. Yeah, it doesn't need to be public. What I need to do is to get the whatever script is controlling the object, in this case the planet, for example, and I need to have here it could be the first thing to do, export public boolean add to camera list, camera targets list, and this equals false by default. And copy. This needs to go also inside the ship lender. Paste, and this also needs to go inside the ship lender top or something like that. Don't remember the, yes, ship lender top also needs to have this option. Every script of every object or every element that needs to be added to the camera needs to have this, and this at the start or at the ready function. If add this to target list, we are going to call an event with this object. I believe that's the best solution, so I don't need to have fixed connections. If I had something, it will find its way. So I need to add a new event. Where is the event system? It's here. We need to add a new event that will be called how can we call this? And also, how do I call an event? I don't remember. I probably have here an event. Yeah, game events dot current dot whatever the name I will give, and whatever the things it needs to transmit inside. So the ship, if it should add to the event. This is the rigid body only. This, because this is already a rigid body. Yep. So we transmit this, and the current event, current movement is not the name of the event. I will call it add to camera targets list. Add to camera targets list. Copy, paste, copy, paste. What's wrong there? Planet, paste, targets list, camera, planet. Where's the bug? Okay, yeah, the bug. It doesn't exist yet. And the ship lander also needs to have the proper name. Camera targets. Okay. So now we just need to create this event. This event is called add whatever. Copy. So let's go to the game events, add, copy, paste. And this is an event, is an action with one rigid body. Okay, this will be called add to camera list. This is expecting a rigid body. Rigid body to the called target. And this is copy, paste. This needs to be called on add camera blah 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 blah, and copy, paste, and this was we inject it with the target. So this is what we need to do to trigger this event. So any object, any script in the world, in this game, of course, the world, this game world only. So every script can call this event, add to camera target list, and just needs to dump the rigid body inside. The camera script will subscribe to this event to receive all of them. Okay, until here, very good. So now to send the event, so the event exists already, save. To trigger the event, we need to do event current at this, and we send the rigid body. So now the camera script needs to subscribe to that event. Let me check where I had the event, not here, it was on the ship, I believe. Current movement. So let's see the UI. Where is the UI? Left panel. Where is the panel of the game? That is called what? This is called ship UI, panel show hide. Oh, this is a scene, wait. Ship UI screen, directly on scripts, okay. Ship UI screen. So this is the mechanics of subscribing to an event. If we want some kind of method to listen to an event, we need to call the event we want, and we need to increment. Imagine that this is a list of stuff. We need to increment this list with the name of the method we want to react to that message. But we need to make sure that when we exit the tree, when this object is removed, we unsubscribe it, or else we can have nasty errors with a reference that no longer exists. So the event system allows this. I have one listener that is not hardwired to the transmitter. For example, in the signals, Godot has the signals. You have the transmitter, you have the receiver, and they need to be connected together. In this case, we have a mid system, which is the game event script. So this one transmits to the game events, and this one listens from the game event. So if this one disappears, no problem. If this one disappears, no problem. If I have 30 objects transmitting the same message, in this case, many objects adding itself to the camera list, I don't need to have 30 physical connections. That it's actually, if I'm not mistaken, not possible with signals, because signals is just one-to-one. I believe. So that's why I prefer to use the event system, because this is there's more possibilities, and I can create in the event system any kind of event with any kind of data inside. Whatever I need to transmit, I just need to create it with that, and that's it. I believe the signals can also work this way. But I found a very hard. I was trying to solve a problem with that I already solved in Unity with event system, and I was trying to solve it with signals, and I wasn't able to do it. I'm not sure if it was many things talk to one, or one thing talking to many. One of them is not, I believe it's not possible to do with signals, and with events it's possible. So nice. That's why I prefer to use the event system. And actually everything is centralized here, so it's kind of easy to understand what's happening. So the cameraman will subscribe to that. Let's look again on the subscription form. So we call the game events, the variable, and we select the event we want to. The event is an action. We call an event action that we need to subscribe, and we subscribe with some kind of method name inside. So the cameraman will subscribe the add-on to camera list. It will subscribe the method. This needs to be public void, and the method will be called add target. Target, and this will expect a rigid body 2D called target. So this is what is going to be triggered every time something calls that event. Same thing to remove it from the event. So public void, override void exit tree. We need to do the opposite of subscribing, which is unsubscribing. Just go minus here. So when the camera starts, it will subscribe to that event. When the camera is removed from the tree, it will unsubscribe. So every time I change level, the camera clears itself. I believe I don't want this to happen on ready, because the camera needs to subscribe first, and then all the objects add to the camera. So this will happen on tree enter tree, copy paste, enter tree, and in the ready function nothing happens. So on entering, the camera will be subscribing to the event, so it's actually listening in the first ready run. And then every object that has that if input, no, if it was not this one, it was where it is. Yeah, every script that has this add to camera target list true will call an event on ready with the self. Where is that? I already did it. It was on the planet. Yeah. So no, it was not on the planet. Ship lander top maybe. I did one already. Oh, it's here, exactly. Bam, bam, bam. So if I want this object to be a camera target, I will tick it in the inspector and it will be added to the camera list as soon as it exists inside the game. Let's copy this line to every other object. Paste. So ship lander top, and the planet also. Paste. And that's it. Let's go here on the cameraman. I don't need this anymore. Cameraman. Let's print every add target. Let's print every add target. So Godot print target. Target.name. Do we have a node name? Maybe name string node name. Yeah, let's try to print the node name. To see what happens. So in the scene, test scene, let's say the moon. I need to build all these scripts. The moon will not. Yeah, the moon adds to the list. The ship lander adds to the list. And the ship lander top will be also set up as add to list. Let's play this level and see how many prints we have. Now I go window mode so we can see the console or the output window. Window play. What is the bug? Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Cameraman. Enter 3, 12. Maybe I need to declare the events. Oop. I don't remember. I guess I don't. Ship UI screen. Do I need to have I don't need to have oh yes, of course this doesn't work because this level is being played without Well, the game events is here. I thought these were not here, but they are here. Game events.current. Maybe I didn't written this correctly. Or no, because this was automatically written. On add to camera list is a rigid body. Oh, no, it's there. The action has one rigid body. So this is here. The camera size has the target. And when we receive something, if it happens, we transmit the target. Everything's okay. So why this guy is, or maybe it doesn't exist yet in the enter tree. So this is actually needs to go to the ready function. And let's hope this happens before everything else. Now let's see if this solves the problem. I really would prefer for this to happen in the ready, in the enter tree, not in the ready. So this is that case where we actually need to have more than one ready, because there are things that can only be initiated if other things are already initiated, and one ready is not enough. One layer of ready is not enough. Anyway, let's see if we have 3 prints here, or at least 2 prints here. No, we don't. Is the camera following? Yeah, the camera is following, but we don't have prints. So they transmitted a message before the camera was connected to the event system. Let's do the opposite. Let's put the camera on the bottom of the list and see if that changes anything. Or maybe that print name does not work. Let's remove the name. Where is the cameraman? Cameraman. Because I believe I already tried to do this before and it didn't print. It's still not printing. So camera, sorry, the moon. Add to camera is on. Ready. If add to camera, we called, maybe we need to cast, maybe not, as a rigid body. I believe this is not very necessary. It doesn't make too much sense, but let me just have sure. Hello, hello. Do we have a print? No. Where is the print? Oh, no, yes, okay. This is the planet. The planet is, if this is true, we call the game events and we transmit the rigid body. This is saying cast is redundant, okay. As I was expecting. The cameraman is not receiving, so this guy add target is there, is expecting a rigid body with a target, and we should print a target. Why this is not transmitting the information? I have something wrong. Save. I have something wrong and I'm not seeing where. Let's compare to another. Yeah, we declare the type in the action. We create a variable. On, not on. On. Oh, come on. Stupid. I forgot to change this one. Save. Let's go. Print, play. Do I have a print? Yes, we have 2 prints. Okay, my mistake. So we actually are receiving in the camera all objects that have this option on. So each object will add itself to the camera. So this is the point where we need to test if we separate one ship to the other, a new ship will appear and we need to follow that ship. So let's see if when I separate one ship of the other, if I have a third print, because that ship will appear later and blah blah blah. What I need to do is to land this thing without crashing. Let's see if I can do it. To the right, down, 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 down. I'm going too fast. Okay, I landed on the moon. The camera is pointing from here to there, so around 60%. Seems nice, but now I will eject the top part of the spaceship and I should have a new print here. Yes, I have. It's not following yet, but I have a third print. So now the camera should follow this element here. And I will remove the other one from the camera. But that's something from the script of the ship lander, and we need to have that option when we release. But to release and remove it from the camera, I need to have another event called remove from camera targets list. So HDL FS So remove will be here. So this be on remove from. Remove from camera list, copy, paste, paste, paste. And we do the same. We send a target and we ask it to remove from the list in the cameraman. Save. On, name without on. Okay. So now in the cameraman, we should have the opposite of this, copy paste. This will be remove target. Okay, and we need to subscribe the remove target. Copy paste, so on remove from target camera target list, and we do remove target. Home, copy paste. When the camera goes away, we need to unsubscribe, and that's it. So the camera can receive objects to add to the list and remove objects from the list, and each object will be responsible for adding itself to the camera if the option is on, or removing if they disappear. If they disappear, it's kind of simple, because I just have here the exit tree. And where is the exit tree? It's kind of this, but the opposite. Copy. So I don't have exit tree. Well, if I don't have exit tree, I will add exit. No exit. Okay. So public override void exit tree. I will do if I have that automatic add to the camera, I should remove when I go away. So no, remove from camera list. And sorry, remove from camera list. And this exit should be in all of them. Copy. Let's do the same into the planet. Planet also does not have the exit method, and the top, and I have here the other one, the ship lander, also doesn't have an exit, I believe. Yes. So everything that is added automatically will be removed automatically. The camera is already connected to the event system, so anything that talks to the event system asking for addition, if it's a rigid body, of course, it will be added to the list. I just need to do something that is not so generic. In the ship lander, when I remove it, if the ship disappears, I will remove it. But if I press the key, I also need to remove it. So this needs to happen also when I press the key to make the things go away from each other, which is separate, which is around here. This print is no longer necessary. If input just action separation. Okay, this is the last separate step, so maybe I will do it at the end, right before, or at the very end. So paste, save. I believe that everything is okay, but I'm not yet following that list of targets, because following two targets is kind of easy. We lerp between one and the other and just a line. But now, how do I lerp between three targets? probably there is a mathematical way of doing it that is actually very simple, but I'm kind of dumb with mathematics and I don't know how to solve this problem. Anyway, let's see if we can add and remove objects. Where is the cameraman? It's here. So let's print add, and here we'll print remove, just to make sure that the thing is happening. F6. So we should have two prints in the beginning of the test scene. So we add the 300 and the 219.4. So now let's collide and see what happens. So the ship, which was the second one, the 200. Why it's the second one? I'm not sure. Or maybe because the moon is on top. Let me change here the position of the camera to see if it's still working. See? No prints. So the camera needs to happen first, or else this will not talk to that. And I believe this is the order of these objects is the order of transmission. So if I swap them, I will now remove the first one of the list. So the 300 is the spaceship. Yes. So at this point, I'm okay with it. Let's separate the spaceship in mid-flight. Well, so in this case, we have a new entry, and then the 24 went into the moon, and the 300 went away, which was the first one, because when we separate, we add a new ship to the list and we remove the old ship from the list. So this is working. So what we need to do now is to make sure that this list is not a manual list, is an automatic list, and the camera is following whatever is inside the list. If it has more than one element to follow. If it doesn't, it does nothing. If it has one, fix on that one. If it has more than one, it tries to find the center of it. That's the goal. Let's see if I can do the goal. So we have everything prepared. So this target 1 and target 2 will no longer be I need a new list of rigid bodies. List. I need to have a systems collection generic dot system dot collection dot generic list of rigid body today called targets. Very well. Now here we say targets dot add target, and here we say targets remove target. Okay, here we can add, here we can remove. Now we need to process the position if we have more than one target. So if targets dot count there is no argument given to, it's just count, I guess, is higher than 0. So if we have targets to follow, we do the thing. And now we need to iterate from target 1 to target 2, and if target 2 does not exist, actually if targets count is more than 1, I have 2 targets. If I have 2 targets, I will say targets zero and targets 1. I think this is, but the moon needs to be the first. Save. Play. Let's see if we can have strangely we have some kind of error. Well, it's not strangely, of course we have errors. Come on. Objects reference now set to an instance of an object. Which object? Planet 28. Chip under 16. Planet 28. I always forget to initiate the list. Always. A new list of rigid bodies. Rigid bodies to the I always forget to initiate the list. At least this time I remember immediately. Let's say okay, the camera is following both targets. Now let's separate the spaceship. And the camera is following the new spaceship. And the moon. Very nice. And let's collide. Okay, no more errors. And the camera stops because there's no more targets to follow. Let's play a little bit. Oh, what's happening here? Let's play a little bit in full screen. Just to feel the thing in full screen. So let's kind of make the spaceship go around the moon in a stable orbit. more or less stable orbit. And let's see how the camera behaves. So let's go slower. Oh no 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 no! Too much. Too much. I was playing like I play the Rogue Planet. This is very sensitive compared to the other one. Okay, let's go one turn around the moon. I guess in this level I will have a fixed background. Because it will give me a better sense of movement. I can also do change the zoom according to the distance in between the targets. So at this point it should be almost there, so I can actually see very close what I'm doing. And if I release this jump, I need to solve this jump. I don't know how. Well, I have an idea. Let's go. Stable orbit around the thing. Let's go further away. Oh, but the zoom doesn't change. So I need to find if the thing is like 80% of the screen or something like that. And if it is, I start to zoom out. So I still have the moon. Yeah, I need to zoom out when I go far away, like maybe 20% of the screen is the target. And if I crash, no more than 2 targets, so no more than 1 target, so the camera stops following whatever it is following. So now let's smooth the movement. And we smooth the movement by adding a lerp. We already have a lerp, but this lerp is not to smooth the movement, it's to find the midpoint between the 2 targets. So now we pick up this global position. We are changing the global position directly. What I want is to smooth the position from the global position to the target, to the new position, or a new global position, whatever. Vector to new position, global position. Let's say in the beginning that the new global position is actually equals to the global position. So it starts already fixed there. And here, if we have more than 1 target, we calculate the new position. If we don't have, we don't calculate it, but we always update the thing. Global position equals to a lerp between the global position and the new global position. but not the target's global position. The new global position. And let's go like 30% or 20%. If this number is low, it will be smoother. So let's do 0, 0, 1. Let's play and observe the behavior. So when I crashed, see, it moved smoothly to the new target. So now we just need to even smooth the movement even more, because we are times delta because we are dependent on the frame rate, and we want the smoothness to be the same in every computer, and maybe we can go even lower. Let's try again and see the behavior. Now it's too smooth. And it's not working because I'm multiplying. I'm multiplying in the wrong place. I believe I need to multiply. No, it's here. Or it's here. Yeah, the camera is following, but very slowly. So maybe I'm multiplying the wrong place. Let's bring this. No. Maybe I don't need the delta. And I just need to go lower here, 0, 1. I actually need to test this in another computer to see if they behave the same. Play. Okay, smooth, and now let's crash. And smooth movement into the new target. I don't understand. Oh, I understand. No. Why is going to the center of the moon? If target is higher than 1, as soon as the guy explodes, this is no longer being calculated, so the global position... Oh, come on. New global position. I was calculating the wrong side of the thing. Okay. Smooth movement. Let's collide. And we stay where we collide. Oh, okay. This is what I was expecting. Now it's too smooth because I was calculating the wrong thing. Let's try 0.1. So 10 times faster. Here we are. It's kind of smooth. Let's go far away. Can we go far away? Okay. Let's go fast into the moon. Yeah, I kind of like this. It can be fine-tuned later, but at this point it works okay. Let me see if I separate the top one, that little jump we had before, if it's still happening. So separation, boom. Here we didn't notice a lot the jump, but maybe when we are in the surface we will see it better. Let's try to collide with the other spaceship. So right, left, right. Oh, let's go after it. Very interesting. Separate on the surface. Let's see if the thing jumps. Separation, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, it jumps a little bit, but I can solve this by changing the pivot of the target in the other one, that one spaceship. Stable orbit around the moon. I need to fix this problem. Sometimes the sound stays on. And once again, if I remove it from the list, the camera stops following and kind of stops smoothly. So the following is okay of 2 objects only. I would like to have more than 2 on the list. So if I have 5 objects, the camera will try to get them all inside the same area. I was thinking, but I'm not sure, if I had a polygon and I draw a polygon, do I have any kind of way of calculating the center of this polygon, or does it has already a function to do that? Because if it has, I can just pick up all the objects in the list and put them inside this list. Can I get the center point of this thing? It's a very good question. Godot polygon center. Of course I can. It is the transform. Oh, 0. It's the global transform. Because the center, oh no, the center is not the center. Okay, if this is like this, the center will not be the center. It kind of works if I do the center of this polygon. It's like a fake center. For the camera, it may be okay. I just use the global position of this polygon, and I have the center. If I have one more object, I still have the center. So this should be around here. Yeah, I believe. Can I? Oh, wait. I cannot do this. Well, I can do this. The polygon is not pretty, but the center is the same. Yeah, I can have a polygon and get the center of the polygon and just put every other object as a data polygons. The polygons list of vertices, the final point will be connected to the first, whatever. That's not a problem for me. So if I have three things, 0, 1, and 2, I have a triangle. Yeah, let's kind of do it and see if this works. How am I going to do it? No fucking clue. Sorry about the language. So camera 2D, polygon 2D is a child. Let's get to the child first. Polygon 2D. Polygon. Polygon equals to get node of type polygon 2D called polygon 2D. The polygon 2D needs to have already one, two, three, and I can just start to set up dots around here. I should have a triangle. Yes. So this is what the vector 2. This returns a copy of the rubber map. Polygon list of vertices, the final. Maybe this is a vector 2. Yeah, vector 2 array. Oh, if this is an array, how can I add one and remove one? Packed vector to the packed vector 2 array. Oh, before this, let me test something. Let's create a new polygon. And let's see if the center of this polygon matches the center of the ship, more or less. Where's the global position of this? Godot.print polygon dot global position. The name polygon does not exist, but no, polygon is not correct. It's with Y. Let's see the coordinates of this polygon. (24) whatever by 3521. Where is the ship? Yeah, it should be more or less there. This is not very precisely at the... Wait, this should be... Why is the polygon so out of the thing? Or maybe I will not be able to. Yeah, maybe I will not be able to do it the way I was thinking, because I believe the pivot doesn't change to the center of this brown square. If I change the scale, so maybe this is not the best solution. Delete the polygon. And let's delete that reference in the script. Let's Google the solution. So, Godot C# calculate the center of polygon. Why not? I don't want cookies. So, looking at these drawings, what I want, so if every corner is an object, I want the black dot, not the red dot. So the guy is saying, this is what I got, which is kind of what I want also. Well, no, not in this case. In this case, I want the red one. Or not. No, I want everything inside the camera. So yeah, I want the black dot here. This is a little bit... too much thing to read. Let's go. Why this is in Portuguese? From Brazil, which is not my Portuguese. I want the English version. Can I go brute force here? Maybe not. Well, whatever. Maybe what I want is this, but I actually don't know, because I don't understand math as I would like to understand. If you know, what I need to search, please comment. I want to find the center of 3 dots. I want to find the center of 3 dots of so for example, in this case, I would like to know if I have one thing here, another there, and another there. I would like to find around here. How can I calculate that? So this point. I believe I'm not looking at the thing I want. Center of find the middle point aimed a group, or maybe this. How do I go about finding the middle point aimed a group of nodes in 3D? Kind of like halfway point between two, but with multiple nodes. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. You can just take the average of the position of all nodes. The middle point would be... Can I do that? The average? Can I do the average? Maybe I can. Maybe I can do the average. Let me do some drawings. So I have something here, something here. Let's go simple. And something here. So this is like, I don't know, 2. This is 5. And this is also 2. And in Y position, this is 1. This is 1. And this is 3. The scale is not exactly the same too. Yeah, more or less 3. This is 4 to be the same scale. This needs to actually be 4. So let's do the average of these points. In the case of the x-axis, it will be 2 plus 2 plus 5. And in the y position will be 1 plus 1 plus 4, which is 6. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. So the x position would be 3. Let's say 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 should be here. Can I do this? Yes. And the other one should be 6 divided by 3 is 2. So 0, 1, 2 would be around here. Yeah, this may work. Let's see if we have negative numbers. So 0, minus 1. We have another one at minus 1. Minus 1, 1. So now we have minus 1 plus 2 to 5, and the other one is 1, 2 to 5, 1, 1, 1, 4. So now this is 7. And this is what? 8 minus 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 2. I don't know if I did the math correctly. Let's negative 1, okay, plus 2 plus 2 plus 5, yeah, it's 8. So this should be 8. 8 divided by 4 is 2. And 7 divided by 4, it's a weird number. $1.75. So number 2 is around here. 1.75. It should be around here. No, yes, a little bit below this one. No. Undo. 1.75. The other one was what? 6 divided by 3 is 2. 0, 1. Yeah, it would be around here. This is not the center in height. It's more close to the top ones than to the bottom one. So yeah, in height it should be here, no matter how many points I have in this line. If I had another one here, another one here, another one here, the midpoint would get closer to that line because it has more elements there. So the average will not work. The average is false. Is a false solution for this problem. Sorry, this does not work. Maybe I can get the highest point, the lowest point, the rightmost point, and the leftmost point, and draw a square around it. Maybe that's the best solution. But it's kind of a brute force approach. Because if I have 200 dots, the algorithm to calculate this would be something like, is this the lowest one? No. Or is, I don't know, let's see this number. This is lower? No. 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 Okay, that one is the lower one. And if I have 200 things to follow, every frame the thing should be calculating this. Yeah, this is not a very good approach if I'm using more than 2 objects or 3 objects. How can I solve this? Find the distance between 2 points. Can I do like oh wait, maybe I can lerp between the points, and if I have more than one, I lerp again. Can I do it? So 1 point here, another here, and another here. If I lerp between 2 points and I get the mid, and I get the midpoint, I should have this. If I lerp from this midpoint to the next point, I will get this. Kind of look like the center. Let's do the opposite. Let's do another order. So I start here, I lerp between this one and this one. I find the midpoint. And now I lerp from this point to that point. Whoop. And the center is around here, so it's not exactly the same place. Yeah, I don't know. What I want is 1 point, another point, another point, no matter the position. I want the center. This is visually here. Maybe, let's see, if I draw a line between these two, and I calculate, no, it will not work. It will not work if this point, third point is here. It will not work what I was about to say. I don't know. Matrices and transforms. Matrices and transforms. The points should belong to one circle. We can write a system of equations. But if they belong to one circle, we cannot get the center of the circle. Because if my points are one here, another one here, and another one here, the center should be there. But if I draw a circle passing through those points, the center should be very far away from the center. So, not finding a circle on the points. Let's get more ideas on how to solve this. Finding a position on a random unit circle. No. Advanced math, vector math. Generate random points on a sphere. I don't know. I don't actually know what I'm trying to calculate here. That probably has some kind of specific name. This is a mathematical thing, and if some guy that understands or girl that understands math enough could be looking at me saying, "Oh, This guy is really dumb. This is that thing. Calculate the center of 3 points. 3 xy points for each vertex. Well, this is the average. Centroid. Maybe this is what I want. Centroid. What is a centroid? Yes, this is the name I was looking for. I will do another exercise in a moment. I'm here, what, for the last, 20 minutes trying to solve this problem. 20 minutes. Let's see how much more time I do here to find this solution. So I want the centroid of a triangle, or I want the centroid. This math formula looks scary, but kind of easy to understand. Oh, no, this is once again the average, but yeah, this works with 3 points. It will not work with more than 3 points. Can I have a centroid? Calculate centroid of polygon, not specifically a triangle. Yeah, for example, in this case, or that other case I show here, this polygon that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. But if I do the average of all these 7 points, the y position will be around this line. Oh, the triangle is kind of easy. If we draw a line from this vertex to the center of that line, and we do for all the lines, they will find the center automatically. So this is kind of a lerp between 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, and then it's kind of expensive in terms of calculation. What I want is something like this, because if I have 4 objects to follow, or 5 objects to follow, or whatever objects to follow, this should be more versatile than just a triangle. So what's the formula of a centroid of a polygon? The centroid, aka the center of mass or center of gravity of a polygon, can be computed as the weighted sum. Yeah, because all the points could be on one side, so we need to get the weighted sum of the centroids of a partition of the polygon into triangles. What? The centroid of a triangle is simply the average of its 3 vertices. Okay, yeah, that's easy. If it's more than 3, how is that centroid polygons calculated? Let's do some math. Okay. Let's do C# centroid polygon calculation. How to calculate the centroid? So in this case we have a lot of ones and twos, so it will be very tilted to one of the sides. For all vertices except last, I don't believe this is very efficient if we do this every frame. Can I have a centroid here already? Do I have it? Center of content, center of mass. Do I have center of mass? Polygon, maybe polygon. Polygon 2D dot center. Center of mass or center of gravity. Centroid. It doesn't have the thing. So how do I calculate the centroid for more than 3 points? And this needs to be efficient. Maybe this. Method to compute the centroid of a polygon. This does not work for a complex polygon. What is a complex polygon? Points that define the polygon. So let's see how this works. For the for loop that will run through the points. We create a variable where we get the x and the y. So we are multiplying x times y minus x times y. We are subtracting the multiplication to the multiplication. Accumulated area. Okay, we start to add this to the accumulated area variable. So we increment this with that result. Okay, this could be here anyway. The center will also be incremented by the sum of x's, so 2 times this, 2 times x times temp. Oh yeah, temp is a float. Okay. I don't understand the math behind it, but I kind of see this working. If math absolutes accumulates area is lower than, okay, this is avoiding division by 0, no problem. I guess this will not happen because we will, well, no, this will not happen because all the points will have distances between them more than 0. So the shape, even if it's a line, if all the polygons dots are in the same line, they will be, at least they have length. So I believe this is not actually necessary, but okay. Accumulated area times equal to 3. Why 3? Why do I need to multiply these 3 times? This part I don't understand. Return the new point f. Return center x. Center x is an accumulation of x's divided by accumulated area. So this is kind of an average. This is calculating an average of whatever is being calculated here. Let's copy this and let's see if this works. Copy. Cameraman. Let's put this here. And let's solve these problems. Wait, undo. I'm declaring what? I'm declaring a variable. I guess I don't need to do this way. So let's go to centroid, get centroid, and this will be just void. No, it's not void. It needs to return something. It returns vector2. It returns a vector2. New vector2 with these numbers, this one and this one. Nice. Math f, math function, return return I believe I don't need this. And I have another way of avoiding the divisions by 0 somewhere, so if this gives me errors, I will implement the other way. And then everything looks nice. I just need to put here the list of targets. I just need to put here the list of targets. List of rigid bodies, rigid body today. And now we need to go poly dot global position dot x global position dot x, and I need to put this in all of them. Copy, paste, paste, and paste, 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 paste. If this calculation is correct, I don't know, I should get, if I say get centroid and I feed a list of whatever, I should get a vector 2. Let's try. So the result of this global position, let's comment this line. New global position will be equal to the calculation of the centroids. So get centroid, and we inject here the list of targets. So now I will disable that removing where is the ship lander? I removed this, so I will not remove the bottom part of the lander from the list. So when I separate, I have 3 objects, and let's see if the camera can keep the position of those 3 objects, if it keeps in the center of those 3 objects. I prefer to do this in windowed mode. I believe it was already failing because it was rendered everything black, so maybe it's completely out of the world. F6. Yeah, something's happening, but I don't know where. Let's see where the camera is. The camera is nowhere. So remote, test scene. Camera is 0, 0. If the camera is at 0, 0, we should be seeing the moon. Where's the cameraman? Let's print this new global whatever. New global position, Godot.print new global position. Save, play. Let's see the coordinates in real time. Okay, it's nothing. So that calculation is not happening. Maybe this thing is not happening and I don't understand this math. So, well, whatever. Oh, we have something already, but maybe DB Spatial Services gets centroid. Do I have this in Godot? System data. Namespace, system data spatial. Do I have this in Godot? Maybe not. So, if this does not exist, let's go back. For 3D points, I create a method in C#. I hope you can help you. But I don't need a third point. So, this creates a new list. No? A new array. Okay, with 3 elements. For each point in the list of points is what comes from outside. We will increment the list of centroids here. This is for the X, Y, and Z, probably. Oh, this is just the average. This will not work. This is not the centroid of a polygon. This is the centroid of a triangle. The polygon is more complex. Find the centroid of a polygon in C. Don't go there. Finding middle point of polygon. Solved. So let's see if it's actually solved. Whatever. JavaScript. Find the centroid of a non-self intersecting. Yeah, this is also a very good way of putting the thing. Not self-intersecting, but I guess. Okay, away. So we have the input. This means input. We have a list of x and y coordinates, and this is the output. Okay, this is what we have. This is what we should get. This is an example of cases, and now C++, C sharp, C sharp. I don't know. This looks like expensive math for a real-time thing. I don't know. Anyone knows the solution? Whoop. Where is the thing? I want this point over here. But if it's not a triangle, if it's a square, of it, if it is a octagonous or whatever, and not regular, so weird shapes. How can I get the center of the shape? How can I get the center of the shape? Something like this. How can I get the center of all these points in real time? Set of points by geometry decomposition. Yeah, this is expensive, probably. L object shaped. Okay, I believe there is very different approaches depending on the shape. The average of x and y will be enough to do a triangle. I actually don't know. I cannot find a solution. Or maybe I already found it, but I don't understand it. Math is not my thing. And technically a rectangle around all the points would be enough for me, because I just want to see where I just want to put the camera filming everything. So if I have a square around the objects, and then I just pick up the center and I just zoom in a little bit the camera, that's it. For me, that's enough. For what I'm trying to do, it's enough. Calculating a centroid. Find the centroid of a triangle. No. Of the triangle. No. Triangle. No. I want polygons, not triangles. Very difficult solution to find. So I was able to find the name of the thing I want. I was able to find many things talk about it, but I don't I cannot find a formula, an easy to read formula. It is not a very easy to read formula. Oh, and this is for the triangle, so who cares? What does centroid know? Calculate calculate centroid from polygon. Find the centroid of a polygon in C. How to calculate centroid? Polygon area. Okay, I have these points. I want to find the center of them. My problem with this kind of scripts is that they look expensive, and I believe that if will work every frame, it needs to be simpler, and it doesn't need to be mathematically perfect. It's just to get to the center of the area where we are working to film it, and the camera will have a lot of margin, so it's not actually to be mathematically precise. So maybe there's a very simple way of doing this, and the average does not work. The average is not good enough. It's too much simple, because if all the points are in the same line except one, the center will be very close to those points, so not the center. Well, I can always copy that and try and see. Yeah, this would be actually a great example. If I want to film all these points, where is the center of the camera? Well, this is actually using the size of the image, so this is like, come on. To calculate the center of all points, just looking at the X and Y and seeing which number is the lowest one. And here technically, oh, they are not exactly at the same X, but they are very close. I guess this will be very expensive, but let's copy paste and see what happens. Centroid, get centroid. Add the first points to the end of the array. Why do I need to do that? Maybe to close the shape. Find the centroids x and y 0. Second factor empty. For the number of points I have, I will add to the second factor, but it's a float, it's just one number. Some calculation, probably the weight of each position, and then I increment x and y. This is what we were doing before, times second factor, which is this. Divide by 6 items the polygon's area, y6. This is assuming that the polygon only have 6 dots. I don't know. And I'm very tired, so I will find a solution tomorrow. At this point, it's a very frustrating. In a very frustrating session. At this point, it's working with only 2 points because I'm just lerping between them. What I have right now is the spaceship goes around the world. In this case, the moon. It doesn't go around anything because I comment the line that calculates the position. So yeah, what I have now, come on, global position, lerp to the new position. Yeah, this one disappears. Okay, this is what I have now. I am not happy with that yet. So the camera kind of follow these 2 points, that point and this point. But if I had a third one here, like this, what did I do? If I have a third point, like this, the camera is following only the bottom one. That's it. I want to follow the 3 of them, or 4 or 5 or 6, so that's why I need the centroid of all objects in the scene that are important for the camera to follow. This will allow me to move the camera in all levels, technically. But I'm having difficulty on thinking. It's too late for me. I'm tired, so I guess tomorrow I will try to find again the solution. Maybe tomorrow morning, but I will not stream it. Because I will be more sharp. So, see you in the future. Bye bye.